Hello, YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I'm your host, Alex Payne, and today is Monday Night Raw. We kick off the show with Stephanie talking about Kevin Owens being the new WWE Universal Champion, and then he demands that Raw kicks off with a championship celebration with balloons and confetti and everything like that. So then Mick comes behind her and starts talking about that she will not return his phone calls, emails, text messages, and he wants to know why. And then he starts talking about like when he had the tooth stuck in his nose, and Stephanie was the girl with the shy smile to tell him why, and she said that she was embarrassed, point blank at everything, what had happened. And it Mick said, I hope you are telling the truth, and I do believe you, because if not, then you're a pretty damn good liar. So the show starts off with Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon in the ring, and they introduce Kevin Owens as the new WWE Universal Champion. Kevin comes out, he gets a big pop, the confetti is falling, the pyro's going off, and he's like, yeah, he's like getting the crowd behind him and stuff, and he's like, you know what's funny? You guys just wanted that moment for yourself. I do deserve this, but screw you, people. I'm the one that's been wanting this title for a long time, blah, 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 blah. And then who comes out? Seth fucking Rollins. He gets a big pop. He gets in there, and he's yelling at Stephanie, saying, you know about this. I knew about this. Da, da, da. Kevin, shut up. This isn't about you. He's like, well, this is the Kevin Owens show. This is always about me. And he just kept going on at Steph, and then Mick jumped in there. He's like, whoa! And then, and whatnot. And then, Kevin Owens got in his face again. He's like, Kevin, I swear, if you're a pretty cool guy, but if you don't shut the hell up, I'm going to drop you. He beat up Kevin a couple of times, knocked him off the ring, and then he's like, you know what? You're suspended. And the Mick's like, no, he's not. And 3 weeks from now, at Clash of the Champions, it will be Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal Championship. So there you go. Then we just found out that it's going to be Charlotte taking on Bayley. So Charlotte can show Dana how to beat Bayley. See what happens. So then Charlotte versus Bayley happened. Bayley was kicking her butt left and right. And then she wanted to do this like sliding drop kick between the bottom rope and the post. And she like tweaked her knee a little bit. So then I went to commercial break, and then Charlotte was in charge. She dominated for a little bit. Bayley came back with a couple moves. Charlotte came back. And then Dana tried helping, and then made a mistake, and she got thrown. Charlotte got thrown off of Dana, and like it looked like Dana, like Charlotte, like forearmed Dana in the face, and then she's like, "What the heck?" And then Bayley to belly. 1, 2, 3. Bayley wins, beats the champion. Which probably means that she'll get a championship match at Clash of the Champions. Or whatever they're calling it, Clash of the whatever. And then they said that Sasha Banks is there tonight to have to talk to us, and it's not good news. So, and it's going to be when we came back, Mick Foley's in the back, and they were talking, and Stephanie's like, don't you ever overthrow my authority again. And then Kevin Owens came out of nowhere. He's complaining about disrespecting him as the new WWE Universal Champion, and disrespecting Stephanie. And then he's like, you know what? He's like, you're complaining about rewarding people, right? He's like, I'm going to reward you tonight with a match against Sami Zayn. And then Chris Jericho comes out of nowhere. He's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the heck? This is how you treat your WWE longest reigning WWE Universal Champion? He's like, yeah, for 7 days. And he's like, all right, Jericho, you want to get in this too? You get to face Seth Rollins tonight. And then Stephanie's like, I agree with all that completely. And then Jericho's like, Steph, wait, please don't do this to me. And she's like, have a nice day. So Bo Dallas comes out with a new ring attire, a singlet, and pretty much has a sign like he's a president. It says, Bo leave and Bo. And then he gets on the microphone and just says, Bo leave and Bo. Throws the microphone down and starts beating the shit out of this noob. Out of this guy that nobody knows nothing about. and legit beats him within a couple seconds. And he's like, yeah, back to his normal happy self. So is this like a sign of him turning into something like a bad guy-ish type of deal? Like Wyatt family material? No, no. Then we go back into the back, and it shows Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho walking and talking about their match with Seth Rollins and how Jericho's going to beat him down for him and whatnot and give him a hug. And yeah, so that match is up next. Up next. Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins. So what happened was it was Chris Jericho versus against Seth Rollins. This match was pretty decent. Seth came out of freaking guns blazing, everything. He was dominated a bit. And then, of course, Chris Jericho came back with a couple moves and whatnot. And then it ended up with, like, enziguri duck. Jericho does an enziguri. All kinds of crazy spots in this match. It wasn't a bad match. And then, like, Jericho tried to go for a clothesline. Seth dunked underneath. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins the match, walks up the rampway, like, well, there we go, Triple H. Statement. And I guess the next match up is going to be the best of 7 between Sheamus and Cesaro, which Sheamus is up by, 2. And I believe they said that Cesaro has a back injury, so, yeah. And Sasha Banks is going to come out and talk to us because she's got, I'm afraid she's got some bad news. So what happened is Sheamus versus Cesaro, best of 7. Cesaro comes out of the gates trying to get Sheamus down. Boom, boom, boom. But Sheamus keeps working on that back. Every move that Cesaro did worked on his back like crazy. He gave him 1 Irish Curse Backbreaker, kicked out. And then he did 3 in a row, kicked out. And then Cesaro was just in the ground in pain. And the referee's like, back up, come on. And then, and then pretty much broad kick, 1, 2, 3. This is it. And he took 3-0. Enzo Amore and Big Cass was going up against the Shining Stars. They're out there talking about how, like, we celebrate the last day of summer with, the way we do it. They said, oh, but in Puerto Rico, the summer never ends. Ha ha ha. Big Cass and Enzo come out and they're talking about cutting a funny promo. They have a match. They dominate for a little while. Enzo gets in, does a couple moves. Bless me. And then it gets a roll up. Enzo Amore holds tight. 1, 2, 3. Shining Stars win. Well, there's a match between some noob that Alicia Fox knew and Nia Jax. No surprise, Nia Jax won. Squash match. So Gallows and Anderson are out in the ring making fun of the New Day and saying, well, we went and found the old retirement of the New Day. We found the older version of the New Day. They were calling them the Old Day. So these 3 guys come out dressed up like the old day, like the New Day, but they call themselves the Old Day. They're cracking jokes and whatnot, haha. Then the New Day comes out, it's like, if you know if you're my future self, then what X-Men do I like? And, it's funny because the fans were like, whoo! Oh, you want to start the who chant? Whoo, 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 whoo. And he's like, 1, 2, 3, Cyclops! He's like, what? And then he's like, wait a minute. And the Biggie's like, wait a minute, is that you, Pappy? With the Gamp? He's like, oh yeah, it's Pappy with the Gamp, cool. And then then Kofi's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If those are us 3, we cannot legit touch. Oh, just blow up the whole WWE universe. So they get in the ring, they're having fun, they're like, well, since we can't touch them, we could just beat the crap out of the 2 bald guys. And then they ran away, they're up on the stage watching. The Old Day tries to do a dance thing, and the New Day's like, no, watch us. And they start doing their thing, doot. And one of them, like, legit takes the can, hits Big E in the back with it. The other two get beat up. They try blaming each other for it. Okay, no. The other two gets beat up. They get then one to hit Biggie gets the tag finish. The big Indian into a DDT. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. So Darren Young had a match against Jinder Mahal. Match didn't go on long. Darren won with his gutbuster. Titus O'Neil was out there talking about him attacking Bob Backlund. This feud's getting old because they already tried it once and it failed. Why try it again? And the only thing I agree with Titus O'Neil, how can you make Darren Young great again if he wasn't great in the first place? And Michael Cole's only answer was, it's just a gimmick. It's just a nickname. It's something to go with this character. No. Whatever. So then Nia Jax is in the back, and Alicia Fox comes out of the training room, and because her friend's a little hurt, and then Alicia Fox goes back to her crazy self where she's just grabbing everything, throwing it around, and smacks Nia Jax in the face. She's like, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to. Let's get back here and talk. She started freaking out. It was kind of funny. So yeah, there we go. So Braun Strowman is in a match once again. And this time it's against someone with some credentials, I guess. Sin Cara. Sin Cara wanted this match because he felt disrespected for what Sin Cara did to El Americo last week. And he wanted to defend his country's honor. So he went out there. He put in a couple moves here and there on Braun, but who actually thought that he was going to win? Come on. They both are outside the ring, hitting some moves on each other. Sin Cara tried to get back in to get a count-out victory. Did not do so. Strowman pulled him out 8, 9, 10. Sin Cara's counted out. Braun Strowman wins. He goes outside of the ring. Clotheslines Sin Cara from behind and says, stay down. Don't stand on the train. The tracks from the train is coming through, and don't challenge me. And I believe the Sasha Banks bad news thing is next, I believe. So Sasha Banks came out, and she was talking about how she was at the doctor's and she got an update on what her injury was of what Charlotte tried to do because she tried breaking her back. And she did take a nasty spill at SummerSlam and whatnot. Sasha Banks did. She was talking about like how she would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning with her mom just to collect cans to get tickets to come to WWE. That the women's revolution that got started when Stephanie announced the new generation of girls, and that she wasn't the only one that started. It was like Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah and Alundra Blaze and Trish Stratus and Lita. And she legit said, too, which was pretty funny, and I'm surprised she's allowed to say this, that legit there's no more bra and panties matches. And the thing that was surprising to me was that she's like, and we don't got to put up with that stupid butterfly championship. And I'm thankful for that, too. Thank God we don't have to look at that ugly thing anymore. And then she was going to give us an update on her back and whatnot. And then Dana Brooke comes out. And she said that she's going to keep her promise to what she told Charlotte. And she's going to break her. So then Dana Brooke gets in the ring. Tries to hit Sasha Banks. Banks statement. And then Dana Brooke starts tapping out. And she's like, no, the bad news is that I was cleared. At Clash of Champions, I'm coming to get my women's championship back. What? Dude, she swerved everybody because everybody was all sad. She seemed like she was going to cry. I think people thought that she was going to be like a Daniel Bryan, had to retire. But no, she's back. The boss is back. Legit boss. Bam. Next match, main event. Kevin Owens, the new Universal Champion, versus Sami Zayn. Will this be a good match? Will it keep up to the hype? Can you outdo... that's what's so bad about some of these matches, though. Can you outdo the matches that you've done before? Because sometimes you can't. It'll never happen. It's like you have to up it every time. Let's see. Well, the match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn went back and forth. Moonsault on the outside. An attempt at a Hanuva kick, miss. Rolled out. What else is there? An attempt at a pop-up power bomb. Landed on his ankle, and it's like, oh crap, here we go again. And the ankle's all jacked up again. And then he went for another Hanuva kick. Got super kicked, power bombed. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens retains. Not retains, but wins the match. Then Roman Reigns comes out. And then after Roman Reigns comes out, Chris Jericho comes out, and he's like, what are you doing out here? What are you doing here? Da, 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 da. Mick Foley's music hits, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I could see you want a piece of Kevin Owens and that Universal Championship, Roman. So what we're going to do next week on Monday Night Raw, it is going to be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. And if Roman can beat Kevin Owens at Clash of the Champions, it will be a triple threat match for the WWE Universal Championship. Mick said, have a nice day. And Roman's like, yeah, man, have a nice day. Yeah, let's do that. And then, pretty much, Kevin got out. He was bitch moaning, complaining, oh, this bullshit. And then Jericho tried to ambush Roman from behind, ducked underneath. Spear went off the air. So, what did you think of Monday Night Raw? Did you like it? Did you think it sucked? Leave it in the comments below. So, hit that like button. Leave a comment. If you haven't done it already, smash that subscribe button. Later.